Some changes come so quietly we barely notice them. One day you're walking through the kitchen reaching for your coffee. The next you're pausing at the counter just to feel steady. It's not pain exactly, not even weakness, just a strange, new hesitation in your step. A moment where your body doesn't move quite the way it used to. You may find yourself watching the floor more than the view, avoiding uneven paths, slowing down just to feel secure. These are small adjustments we make without thinking, but over time they add up. And suddenly what used to feel automatic now takes effort. But here's something most people don't realize. Falls after 70 are not just accidents. They're often patterns, quiet habits in how we walk that quietly shift our balance, our posture, even our confidence. And here's the hopeful part. Those habits can be changed. Today, we're going to look at 7 walking secrets that many older adults use every single day to stay steady, balanced, and confident. These aren't exercises or workouts. They're small shifts, subtle techniques backed by therapists, researchers, and real-life results. So if you've ever felt unsure on your feet or worried that something small might one day become something serious, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do with every step you take. Let's begin with the first walking secret, and it starts not with your legs, but with your eyes. 3-point gaze. How your eyes quietly control your balance. Let's start with something you may not expect. Your eyes. Where you look when you walk tells your entire body how to move. For many older adults, the habit of looking down while walking feels like the safe thing to do. We want to see the cracks in the sidewalk, the uneven ground, or the edge of a rug. But this simple habit can quietly make us more unstable. When your gaze drops toward the floor, your head tilts forward. That small tilt shifts your whole center of gravity. Your shoulders may round, your back tightens, and suddenly your balance system gets mixed signals about where your body is in space. What started as a cautious move can end up increasing your fall risk. There's a better way. It's called the 3-point gaze. It's a natural technique used by many confident older walkers, and it begins by choosing where to place your attention. First, you look about 10 to 15 feet ahead of you. That near point lets you spot anything in your path without straining your neck or curving your back. Then every so often, lift your eyes to the horizon. This simple motion resets your posture and helps your whole body align. Finally, expand your peripheral vision. That side awareness acts like an extra pair of eyes. It helps you detect movement and changes in your environment without turning your head constantly. One viewer named Irene74 shared her experience after practicing this habit for a week. She told us, "I used to stare at the floor constantly. I thought it kept me safe. But once I learned to shift my focus, I noticed my neck pain eased. My steps felt stronger, and I actually walked faster without trying." Researchers from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that changing gaze direction improves walking stability by up to 20%. It sounds simple, but it makes a powerful difference. If you've ever found yourself staring down while walking, try this the next time you step outside. Look ahead, gently lift your chin, and trust that your body knows what to do. Because balance doesn't begin in your feet, it begins in your focus. Heel to toe roll. The forgotten rhythm that protects every step. Now that your eyes are working for you, let's talk about your feet. Many of us forget how we used to walk as children. We didn't think about it. We didn't plan it. We just moved naturally. Heel first, then the ball of the foot, then the toes. But somewhere along the way, life gets in the way. Joint pain, poor fitting shoes, long periods of sitting, and our steps begin to change. Some of us start walking flat-footed, others lead with their toes, And both of these habits quietly remove one of the body's best built-in protections against falling. You see, walking heel to toe helps distribute your weight smoothly. It allows each step to absorb impact. It engages your ankle and activates the muscles of your lower leg like a coordinated team. When you lose that rhythm, your steps become heavier, less stable, and more likely to stumble. Think of your foot as a rolling wheel, not a block of wood. The heel is the entry point. The ball provides control. The toes finish the movement. And when that rhythm returns, walking feels more fluid again. Howard 81 shared his turning point with us. He'd fallen twice in his driveway and started avoiding walks altogether. After learning the heel-to-toe method, he practiced for just 10 minutes each morning. By the end of the month, he was back to walking around the block without a cane. He said, "I didn't realize how stiff I had gotten, but once I gave my feet permission to move the way they're meant to, everything felt different." This isn't about making your walk look perfect. It's about helping your body remember what it already knows. Start slow. Walk across a quiet hallway or room. Focus on letting your heel touch first. Feel your foot roll gently forward. Let the motion be smooth, not forced. The goal is to feel connected to the ground again, because when your feet find their rhythm, your balance follows. Core engagement, the hidden power at the center of every step. You may not think about your stomach muscles when you walk, but your core plays a quiet and essential role in every step you take. As we age, the habit of letting the middle go can sneak up on us. We sit more. We move less. Our abdominal and lower back muscles lose strength. And without even realizing it, we begin to rely on our joints to do work they were never meant to handle. That's when instability shows up. But when your core is gently engaged, something shifts. Your spine aligns. Your pelvis supports your legs more effectively. Your hips stop swinging side to side. Suddenly, your steps feel more grounded. You don't need sit-ups. You don't need planks. You just need a small internal signal. Imagine zipping up a coat. That slight drawing in motion creates lift and stability at the same time. Therapists call this the zip-up technique. It's not about bracing, it's about support, just enough to stay upright and strong without feeling stiff. Carol, a 76-year-old widow from Oregon, began adding this technique to her morning routine. She placed a small sticker by her front door as a reminder. "Zip before you step," it read. Within 2 weeks, her back felt less fatigued, and her confidence walking through the grocery store returned. Studies from the National Institute on Aging confirm that older adults who engage their core while walking recover from stumbles more effectively. It's like having shock absorbers built into your center. So the next time you're walking across the kitchen or stepping outside to check the mail, pause for a moment. Gently engage your core. Then move forward with quiet strength, because the power to stay balanced often starts from the inside out. Arm swing reset. Rediscovering the natural rhythm that keeps you upright. Now let's turn to something even more subtle. Your arms. Many older adults don't realize just how important their arms are in keeping balance while walking. As we age, we tend to keep our arms still. We clutch bags, keep hands in our pockets, or just let them hang stiffly at our sides. It may feel more comfortable, but it's quietly throwing off our natural balance system. You see, your arms are designed to swing in opposition to your legs. When your right foot steps forward, your left arm should naturally move forward. That gentle counterbalance keeps your torso from twisting too far and helps your entire body stay aligned. It also gives your nervous system more sensory feedback about motion and direction. When this rhythm disappears, our steps become more effortful. We use more energy, we sway side to side, and we're more likely to lose balance during turns or uneven surfaces. Restoring proper arm swing isn't about exaggeration. It's about reintroducing movement that once came naturally. Start by bending your elbows gently at about a 45-degree angle. Let your arms swing comfortably front to back, not across your body, not with tension, just with a relaxed rhythm that matches your stride. George, 79, shared his story with us. After a shoulder injury years ago, he stopped swinging his right arm when walking. He didn't think it mattered. But after nearly falling while stepping off a curb, his therapist recommended the arm swing reset. George practiced in his hallway each day for 5 minutes. Within a week, he noticed his walking felt smoother. His wife even commented, "You're walking like your old self again." Research from the University of Michigan found that restoring proper arm swing reduced energy use by nearly 8% and improved reaction to stumbling by 15%. That's a powerful impact for such a simple change. Try it now. Stand up. Let your shoulders relax. Take a few steps and let your arms swing gently with your legs. Notice the rhythm. Feel the difference. Let your body remember its natural pattern, because sometimes the secret to balance isn't adding something new. It's bringing back what your body already knows how to do. Footwear and foot strength, rebuilding your foundation from the ground up. We've talked about eyes core rhythm, but none of that matters if your foundation isn't strong. And that foundation starts with your feet and what you put on them. Your feet are packed with over 200,000 nerve endings. They're like the sensory radar of your body, constantly sending messages to your brain about texture, pressure, and position. But with age, those signals start to fade. This is called sensory loss, and it's a major reason why balance becomes harder later in life. The challenge gets worse when we wear the wrong shoes. Many of the most popular shoes for seniors are designed for comfort, not stability. Soft slip-ons, thick cushy soles, loose-fitting styles. They may feel gentle at first, but they dull your foot's ability to feel the ground. And that creates what podiatrists call balance blindness. Good shoes should support your foot without smothering it. A low, wide heel gives you steady contact. A flexible forefoot allows for natural bending. Secure fastenings like Velcro or laces keep the foot from sliding inside the shoe. It's not about fashion. It's about function. But footwear alone isn't enough. You also need to wake up the muscles in your feet. Simple exercises like toe scrunches, marble pickups, or towel grips can rebuild foot strength and stability in just a few minutes a day. Helen, 83, from Florida, had been wearing soft orthopedic slip-ons for years. After a fall in her garden, her doctor referred her to a podiatrist who introduced her to firmer shoes with better structure. She also began a daily foot exercise routine using a towel and a few coins. I thought I was too old to strengthen anything she said, but after 3 weeks I felt more stable stepping off the porch than I had in years. The Journal of Podiatric Medicine reported that seniors who practiced foot strengthening routines for 6 weeks saw up to a 30% improvement in balance. That's not just numbers. That's confidence. That's freedom. So take a look at your shoes. Feel the ground beneath your feet. And ask yourself if your foundation is still serving you. Because when your feet are strong, the rest of your body can trust them to carry you forward. Widened base. The small step that stops you from swaying. Now that we've grounded your feet, let's talk about how they move through space. Most people don't think about how far apart their feet land when they walk. We just move forward. But for many older adults, especially those trying to stay cautious, steps can quietly become too narrow. Like walking on a balance beam without even realizing it. When your feet cross too close to your body's center line, your base of support shrinks. This narrow stance creates lateral sway. That subtle side-to-side motion may feel minor at first, but it increases your risk of losing balance, especially on uneven ground or during quick turns. The solution is simple. Widen your base slightly, not into a waddle, not into an exaggerated stance. Just enough so your feet stay about hip width apart with each step. Imagine you're walking along two parallel tracks instead of a tightrope. This slight change creates what therapists call a stability rectangle under your body. And when your base is stable, your whole frame steadies. Rosa, a 75-year-old retired nurse from Colorado, discovered this technique after noticing she was wobbling more during her daily walks. Her physical therapist laid 2 strips of painter's tape along her hallway, spaced to match her hips. Rosa walked that line twice a day for a week. At first it felt silly, she told us, but once I stepped back onto the sidewalk, I felt so much more sure of myself. It was like the earth was holding me up again. Studies from Johns Hopkins Gait and Balance Lab confirm this. They found that a widened walking base reduces side-to-side sway by up to 40%. That's a major drop in fall risk from such a small shift in stride. If you're not sure where your feet are landing, try practicing at home. Lay down 2 parallel lines with string or tape. Walk slowly, letting each foot land squarely on its side. If that's not available, visualize train tracks. 1 for your right foot, 1 for your left. Because the space between your steps might be the space where safety lives. Mindful transitions. The quiet pause that stops the fall before it starts. Let's end this walking journey where most falls actually begin. Not in the middle of a sidewalk, but in the moments between movements, when you're turning to reach a chair, stepping from carpet to tile, bending to pick something up, changing direction in the kitchen. These are what specialists call transition moments. They're brief, often unconscious, but they're when the body is most vulnerable because the brain is switching gears. The balance system is recalibrating, and if the next movement happens too fast, there's no time to react. This is where the 3-second pause becomes a lifesaver. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful techniques for fall prevention. Before you turn, before you step sideways, before you shift from sitting to standing, just pause, take a breath, engage your core, refocus your eyes. Feel your feet connect with the ground. Then move. It's not hesitation, it's preparation. And for many older adults, it becomes a habit that restores calm and control. Walter 80 had already adopted the other 6 walking secrets when he started practicing mindful transitions. His daughter had noticed he was most unsteady at the top of the stairs or when turning at the sink. So he placed red sticker dots near high-risk spots as quiet reminders. Now, anytime I see the red dot, he said, I remember to pause, to reset, and to move with care instead of rushing. In a study by Oregon Health Sciences University, adults over 65 who use this simple pause technique reduced their fall risk by 47% in just a few months. Nearly half. Gone. That's not because they walked more, it's because they walked smarter. So next time you find yourself rushing to answer the phone, turning quickly at the sink, or stepping from one room to another, give yourself a breath. Let your body catch up with your mind, because confidence doesn't come from speed. It comes from knowing you're steady before you move. A new way to walk through life. Sometimes the biggest changes begin with something small, a shift in your gaze, a pause before turning, a deeper breath as you steady yourself on your feet. These 7 walking secrets aren't just techniques. They're quiet reminders that your body even now is capable of learning, of adapting, of returning to balance in a new way. Aging doesn't mean losing the ability to move freely. It means moving with more wisdom, more awareness, more intention. And that might be the most powerful shift of all. Every step you take is a chance to reconnect with your strength, to build confidence not by walking faster, but by walking smarter. It's never too late to give your body what it needs. Not perfection, just attention. Not strain, just small, thoughtful effort. If there's one message I hope you take with you, it's this. You can change the way you move. And by doing that, you can change how you feel in the world. More stable, more confident, more in control. If this video helped you, I hope you'll give it a like and subscribe to the Longevity Secret channel. We're here to walk beside you with practical, gentle guidance every step of the way. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these walking secrets are you most excited to try, or which one surprised you the most? Share your thoughts or your story in the comments below. Until next time, take care of yourself. Walk proud, walk safe, and remember, even the smallest step can lead you somewhere stronger. I'll see you in the next video.